Look, I found an old map today that, like, wasn't updated, so, like, all the houses that are currently tore down and all the old vacant buildings, they're still up. So I wanted to kind of share this with you guys. This was, like, my route, okay? So I lived up, that's the church. Let me go over here. Okay, so I lived in that house with the red roof, which is amazing because the house was trashed when I lived there. And then that other house I just flashed to. So in order to get around and avoid the police, we went down that little street where there's always stoley cars, and you walk through here, which it used to be like train tracks, and it's not anymore. But we would walk all the way down and cut through somewhere in here. I'm not going to say exactly where because it was a spot and that's nobody's business, but we would cut through into that neighborhood and go to the spot. That's a junkyard or whatever. I don't even classify it as junkyard. But look, you see this little like dirt road that goes here, and then behind the building, you literally can't be seen down there. And you go under here, there's like another dirt road and train tracks that go straight right up to 6 Mile. So that's really how we be getting around. I mean, that's how I got around. I don't know how everybody else gets around. But like, let's say I was standing on that corner. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's say I was standing on this corner right here, right? And let's say somebody picked me up. Alright, I'm not gonna get into details. But what I would do is we would go right down McNichols. And then we would go up to DeQuender. And then we would turn on DeQuender. And we would go right down this dirt road right here. Go down the dirt road, dude. Go down the dirt road, and then we would hide on the other side of the wall. But the police watched that spot. I learned the hard way. My friend got his Mustang towed because he didn't have an off-road sticker. That's what they said. And other places I would go to park would be like over here. Eventually they did install cameras on Riopel because people kept dumping over here. So like that was like a whole thing, but I would park over there. And you're right by the freeway. I would hang out in this alley, and then there was a bando over here I used to hang out in. This was like before the days where I was really in this area, but let's go down this way. I gotta show you something because I brought it up before about the camper I used to hang out in like behind like this abandoned building. So here it is. It's on Klinger, right off of Davison. See, you can look at the skate park and tell like how old this map is. But anyways, let's get back over here. But you see those campers behind that abandoned building? I used to hang out in them campers. Those campers were like lit. And actually, I didn't realize like how abandoned this building actually was. Like it looks pretty bad from up above. It was pretty closed up. We just, went in there and just hung out. Like, for real. Alright, let's creep to the other side of town somewhere. Oh, I wrote my name on every chalkboard upstairs right here on this side. On that side. Like, my name is on all the chalkboards in there. And I gotta get in there one day so I can go take pictures of it. That would be, like, absolutely amazing. And then let's go over to the famous house where Sam passed away at. And it's insane because, like, I remember all those houses being right now. This is the second one off the corner right here. But the third and fourth and fifth house were all tore down when, my boy was staying in the second house right there on Fleming and Robinwood. I kind of keep bouncing back and forth right here because I feel like there was a house right there on that corner where I just was. That's was there and isn't in the picture. It doesn't make any sense, but I felt like the house was right there on that corner, but it might be the one like right next to that lot. But there was a corner house right here where me and Sam found somebody deceased, and it was a whole nightmare. This place right here, they be having Lamborghini. What is that eye? What is going on? 7 Mile and Conant. Because I always see Lamborghinis and all sorts of like Ferraris and random crap out there. But that's the grill. Last time I knew it was the grill, and they're lit. Like, I love them. Their food is awesome. Go try them out. Oh, this is the park that T. Grizzly filmed First Day Out. And then actually, if you scroll right over here, here's the prison that he was in front of when he filmed First Day Out. And then you scroll over here a little bit, and it's the train tracks. Yeah, but I would walk down this road like 100 times a day. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because, like, look, there was only one. I think there was only one house on that little strip. Like, and I just thought it was the coolest little out-of-place house ever. Yep. Me and Sam used to, like, go through all this and check. We would explore all this stuff. That's like how I know about most of it. And if you guys like this sort of content that I'm putting out, where I'm like showing you, giving you guys visuals of everything, I can make more videos of these. Like, you guys can just ask questions like of stories that I've told, and I can like show you where it happened. I'm not going to be revealing spots, but yeah, just give me a thumbs up, guys.